everyone, I am Mecha42, your favorite YouTube harpy, and today we're talking about a little bit of a rumor, some speculation about what Robert Pattinson might look like as Bruce Wayne in The Batman. Oh, that sounds like such a... It's like the YouTubes, you know? Like The Batman. I don't know. It just doesn't sound right to me, but sure, I guess. I'm more of a fan of the TV series anyway. And I'm talking the Adam West TV series. I do have them on DVD. Blu-ray, actually. The collector set. I think this could actually work. Hear me out. Twilight was an awful, awful, awful movie, an awful book. I didn't read the book. I saw the movies with riff tracks. They were so horrible. They were laugh out loud, unintentionally bad. Robert Pattinson wasn't terrible. I mean, he's not my type, but I can definitely see why women find him attractive. He seems like he could definitely play this part, and I don't know. If they announced him as Batman, it'd be like, okay. Kind of like Ben Affleck. You know, you can kind of see, sure, why not? It kind of looks like they might be okay casting him. At least in my opinion. I don't really have a problem with his acting. Just the Twilight source material was, no. Don't make me watch Twilight. Please don't make me watch Twilight. New fan art shows what Robert Pattinson could look like as Bruce Wayne in The Batman. It was long rumored that Ben Affleck wouldn't be returning as the title character for Matt Reeves of The Batman. The Batman. It doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. And it was finally confirmed last week that he was stepping out of the role. Reeves' movie is said to be a dark, noir-inspired detective story that will find Bruce Wayne near the beginning of a crime-fighting career. Put like an A. You need like the letter A or something, or the word A, or his beginning of his crime-fighting career. This approach would necessitate a younger actor stepping into the role and also allow it to act as a soft reboot. Not another reboot. With the movie able to exist separate from other DC superhero movies, confusing your audience further. Again, and yeah, I know, it's kind of like the James Bond thing where people are just like, who's Batman this week? I don't know if it should be like that. It kind of bothers me, but it's something that even when I was young, growing up, a kid, and we had Michael Keaton, and we had Val Kilmer, and we had George Clooney, so yeah, it's not super uncommon, it's not unprecedented. It just kind of irritates me personally. I'm a little tired of seeing and getting used to new actors in this role. It's kind of like Doctor Who. It's like, okay, we've got it. Now, can we go and catch up and rewatch the old stuff, you know? You're just going to confuse your audience. There were also reports that following the extremely mixed critical reception to both Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice and Justice League, that Affleck wanted out of the franchise immediately. Yeah, maybe if your movies are like not that good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have opinions on them. They're just so in one ear out the other kind of movies anyway. The star had long eschewed superhero movies. Eschewed. I'm saying that wrong probably. Eschewed. I'm saying eschewed. Superhero movies following the reaction to his 2003 take on Daredevil, which he once dubbed the only movie he truly regrets making. Ooh. He also signed up for Zack Snyder's first movie story arc, but when Snyder departed Justice League and half the movies was reshot by Joss Whedon, it was no longer the project he agreed to. Of course, with Affleck officially gone, the speculation is already rife over which actor will take the titular role in The Batman. One more intriguing name being thrown around is Robert Pattinson. And now, fan artist Boss Logic has unveiled artwork on Twitter showing what the actor could look like as Bruce Wayne. Yeah, sure. I mean, he's probably going to be better than Ben Affleck, if you ask me. Yeah, I think it could work. He's very much the... Here's the thing. It's a story time with Mecha. When I was aware of what Twilight was, I was working retail with some people who were very much... one girl in particular, very much a twihard, you know, very much the type of person I wouldn't kind of expect to be in the geek culture. You know, very much your normal, everyday retail shopping, you know, Coach purse buying sort of normal person, and she went to Comic-Con to see Twilight, to see the cast of Twilight. She was a huge Twi fan, or Twihard, or whatever they call them. And that demographic kind of is the new geek fandom quite a bit. There's a lot of people in that fandom, because I remember she was a huge Harry Potter fan, a huge Lord of the Rings fan, because the movies had, you know, that appeal to that generation. She was a few years younger than me too. I think that's who they're really, really going for. They're going for like the 30-year-old demographic of people who grew up with this, especially of their formative years. And I hate saying it, these are basically the normies now. The normies who grew up with the geek culture like it was normal. And that's why I think he might be okay as far as, like, the masses go. And even for somebody like me, I just don't care about the comic book movies as passionately as a lot of the comic book fans. I'm definitely looking at them from a normie. Is this entertaining? Is this fun? And I hate to use the word don't care. It's not that I don't care about the movies. It's just I don't have the comic investment, you know? It's like me going into Star Trek is a completely different experience than, you know, somebody who's not huge and invested going into Star Trek. And that's kind of how I am with the comic book movies. I go in as kind of the normie. So that's why I think he might be able to work. So please don't hate me for saying that. So their tweet says, a choice I would never have thought to try, but hearing some background chatter about Robert Pattinson being looked at, if the talks source are true, then all of our predictions were wrong. This might be your new Bruce. I think he'd work out okay. I mean, as somebody who grew up with the 60s show, yeah, he is definitely kind of a modern day sort of handsome debonair. He's going to get the girls in the seats. They probably still are in love with him from Twilight. He's not a bad actor at all. It's just Twilight was terrible. Oh my god, it was terrible. Pattinson certainly has the brooding intensity needed for the part, but since completing work in Twilight franchise, he's largely steered clear of big budget movies. He's been doing strong work on smaller projects. Wow, words. Like Good Time and The Rover, but considering The Batman will be a character-driven piece by a director with a strong track record, he could be tempted to board the movie. You know, I don't think it would be a career mistake if he did, because he's earned his kind of acting chops in a lot of these indie movies to kind of clear and shed the teen idol sort of thing, and people are going to kind of remember that and be like, oh, I you know, we loved him in Twilight or whatever. Yeah, I think he could work. DC was able to convince Joaquin Phoenix to join their Todd Phillips directed Joker movie, so Pattinson is a distinct possibility. Aside from Pattinson, Armie Hammer is another name being mentioned for the Batman. Oh yeah, he could work too. I've only really seen him in the Man from U.N.C.L.E. movie, but yeah, because you had Henry Cavill as Napoleon Solo in that, and he played Superman, so why not Ilya Kuryakin as... Yes, I know. Yeah, I'm a huge Man from U.N.C.L.E. fan. I desperately need the TV series on DVD, but yeah, you could have them both in the DCU. Might work. It'd be interesting. I can make all sorts of Man from U.N.C.L.E. jokes, but of course Henry Cavill isn't coming back now. Damn it. Hammer has explained his version of Bruce Wayne would have been severely paranoid and psychotic, but later confessed he's glad it didn't happen. I skipped a line here. That's fine, but later he confessed he's glad it didn't happen because he feels he was too young to do the character justice. Like Pattinson, he also tends to shy away from blockbusters, especially following the reception to The Lone Ranger, so he might take some convincing if the studio is seriously pursuing him. Either one of them could be fine, I think. Probably a better choice would be Robert Pattinson, because he definitely will bring in the kind of younger Comic-Con sort of crowd, and I say younger, they're in their mid-30s, that sort of age group of people who, and younger from the Twilight franchise, that are still kind of coming into the geekdoms, whether they're the normies or not, they're there. So what do you guys think? Do you think this would be a terrible choice? Do you think he could work? I mean, he might be able to work. I don't know. Sure, you can't get any worse as long as they film the damn thing in color and don't do anything super ridiculous. It's a noir, though. They're not going to. It's just going to be... It's going to be Blade Runner with the modern day setting. It's probably what it's going to be. Which, whatever. It could be fine. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am MechaRandom42, and I will see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye! Thanks for watching! If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video!